Yo, you're watching the Screaming Fish once again, people. And today, I have a Today is pretty much the day where I criticize a movie 10 times in a row. 10 times in a row, basically. So, basically, I'm gonna give you 10 reasons Alien vs. Predator sucks. And, well, the reason I was thinking of doing this is because I was thinking of reviewing this movie, but there was just so many things I didn't like about it that I thought, why not just do 10 reasons? 10 reasons I just didn't like it. Before I start, I'm just gonna say that I didn't like. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but I'm not gonna lie, it does come pretty close. It actually does come pretty close to being that, because not only did this movie pretty much nearly destroy two of my favorite movie franchises of all time, but it also just disappointed the knuck out of me. And yeah. So, without further ado, let's get into 10 reasons Alien vs. Predator sucks. So number 10, the plot. The plot is as stupid as it gets. Basically, satellites discover an ancient pyramid down beneath the surface of Antarctica. Wayland then assembles a team of scientists to help him dig his way down there, but upon arrival they discover it's a trap set by the predators, who are using the humans as hosts for the aliens so they can hunt them, basically. To me, the dumbest part of this is that apparently the predators were here for thousands of years, and basically treated the humans as if they were like gods, I guess. And that's stupid, because the predators hunt humans, basically. Like in the last film, like, they hunt humans. And also the fact that the aliens were on Earth for thousands of years and nothing bad came of it just confuses me. Not to mention, we have a human bishop in modern day Earth, but we have a human bishop in Alien 3, which is set hundreds of years later, so that's just confusing. It's genuinely confusing. So, number 9 is the creature design. The creature designs look like poop, basically. First off, the aliens, who were once these scary-looking terrors from outer space, now look like your typical average generic serpents, whose only purpose is to get their butts kicked up and down by predators. And speaking of the predators look far worse. They've gone from these elegant hunters to what look like to be giant rugby players, and the predator's face just looks like a bad Holloway mask that you would see in Comic-Con. It's just amazing how they managed to make both the alien and the predator look amazing in the 70s and 80s even, but now they can't even make the predators look real. Though I'll give kudos to the film Predators for at least trying to make them look real. At least. This film didn't even try. So, number 8 is the plot holes. This film is littered with plot holes. For example, how can there be light in the period when they're thousands of feet underground at nighttime at that? How can there be how can the humans read an ancient language that's thousands of years old that nobody's ever seen before? How can one alien kill 2 predators and the rest just get torn to shreds by just the one predator? How can a facehugger infect a human and then chest burst out of there in 10 minutes, when it took hours or days in the other movies that came before it? Why is the film set on modern day Earth when the other Alien movies were set thousands of years and hundreds of years into the future, which I will get to later? How did Elixir not fry up when she gets alien acid on her coat? How does she even manage to stab the Queen Alien for that matter? How do the drillers not even see the very obvious Predator ship fly right over their heads? Believe it or not, that's not even half of the plot holes here. Yeah, I just cannot. I can't really list all of the plot holes here, because that would probably take, I don't know, like months. Yeah. So, number 7 is the fight scenes. Yeah, the fight scenes may have been entertaining, and they were well shot, choreographed, and have some pretty cool moves in them, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, they managed to be bland and silly, as pretty much all you see both the Alien and Predator do is rugby tackle each other and perform pro wrestling moves on each other. Not to mention the film's awful bullet time effects and shaky camera work make it disorientating to look at, and all that combined together make up for pretty much a 19-minute long episode of Power Rangers. Seriously, how can you mess up the scene that the entire movie is named after? Alien vs. Predator. How can you mess up that scene? So anyway, number 6. It's set on modern day Earth. I did mention this earlier in the list. This is the film's biggest plot hole because it's the film's second biggest mistake. Setting the film on modern day Earth pretty much implies that the aliens have been on Earth for thousands of years and nothing bad ever came of it. And it also makes the entire plot of both Alien and Aliens pointless, as the whole point was to keep them away from Earth, otherwise they could potentially destroy the universe, but now it turns out they've been on Earth for thousands of years. Congratulations, Paul Anderson, you have just killed one of the greatest movie franchises of all time in one foul sweep. So, number 5 is The Sound Assign. I would probably be enjoying this film a tiny bit more right now if it weren't for that awful sound design. Want an example? Well then, for starters, the Predator's iconic roar has been replaced with lion roars, and to make people even madder, same thing happened with the aliens. And pretty much every bang or boom or blast you'd hear in all the action sequences sound like something you'd hear in a cartoon. Need I say more? I don't think so. So number 4, unlikable characters. The characters in this movie are as bland and one-dimensional as their performances. They're just so boring and underdeveloped that you could hardly care when one of them dies, because sometimes you don't even know their names before they die, or because they're just plain unlikable. Some characters even annoy me, like Miller, who won't shut the heck up about his kids. I honestly don't know how they managed to make Alexa, the main character, the least likable of the lot. I'm not kidding. She's boring, and her performance just makes me want to cringe at times. And really, she's pretty much a rip-off of Ellen Ripley from the original Alien movie. I mean, you gotta admit, that is a pretty true statement. So, number 3, it's a flawed concept. If you think about it, the idea doesn't really make sense. And really, aliens and predators aren't really meant to fight. Predators have lasers, guns, spears, daggers, and shot sticks, and flipping spaceships. And all the aliens have are teeth and claws and spear-tipped tails. If you think about it, in real life, that wouldn't do much to a predator in real life. So, really, they're not really meant to fight. And if you think about it, an alien wouldn't really stand a chance against an actual predator. Yeah. That's all I can say for number 3, really. So yeah, number 2, the Predators are the heroes of the film. Of all the stupid things in this movie, this has to be the stupidest. During the final third of the film, the sole surviving Predator teams up with the sole surviving human, Alexa, and then the Predator makes her a shield and spear out of an alien corpse. What? The only way I can begin to describe this story is that it's like watching a bad episode of Adam West Batman. Yeah. So number 1, the worst thing about this movie is it doesn't end. It just doesn't end. This is undoubtedly the worst part of the entire film and its biggest mistake. It doesn't end. It leaves the film open for the next disastrous sequel. The fact that this film even got a sequel is just disastrous. And also, the chestburster that emerges as being a combination of both the alien and predator is probably the most unoriginal idea I've heard in any film, even for an alien movie. Yeah. I mean, they should have just left it at the 1 and that's it. We should have just gotten more standalone alien and predator films. So, yeah. So guys, thank you for watching my 10 reasons Alien vs. Predator sucks. Sucks, basically. And I do hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a little more criticizing than my usual stuff, but what the heck, I wanted to do it anyway. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, and please don't forget to subscribe. And I will be doing more of this 10 reasons stuff, but not like criticizing stuff, but like something like maybe 10 reasons Batman v Superman is underrated. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, and please don't forget to subscribe.